3, 2, 1. That is right, people. That clock has hit 0 seconds, and here we are for the second set of the MSL Finals. It's going to be played on Othello between the red Zerg Jaedong, also known as Lee Jaedong, his real name. His gaming name, his real name, the same name, which is actually kind of cool, especially compared to people like fOrGG, who is considerably not as cool for having a not real name as his real name. However, not cool or not, I actually know nothing about whether or not he's cool, but I know that he definitely did just own Jaedong in that first game. Really, I expected Jaedong to come out and take the first game and really lay down the law in this series, but fOrGG, I'll tell you what, he outplayed Jaedong in just about every step of the way. He countered his early hive tech and his early sneak expand brilliantly. Some excellent dropship play, some excellent micro, and I'll tell you what, if Jaedong really doesn't get on his horse and start going, he's going to find himself down 2-0, which is not an enviable position. So this map, Othello, of course, I noticed that the pro gamers like to play a lot of Terran on it, so we wind up with a lot of Terran versus Terran, so essentially Terran is a very good race to be played. However, I personally like playing Zerg on this map. I just find it's nice and open, lots of different plans for, points for attack, and third gas nearby, so that's my personal take on it, but I'll tell you what, I'll leave that out of the question because these pro gamers are better than I will ever be. So this is MrWinklesSC. I don't think I introduced myself. I'm very glad that you're joining me on, well, let's see, it's summer right now, but if you're watching this game during the winter, fall, spring, whatever it is, whatever season it is, good season for MSL StarCraft, and this is the finals of that prestigious tournament. So, two drones are going out, apparently one to scout, yeah, and one will set up a expansion here. Looks like a 12 hatch, just a basic build on Othello, get that early expansion up. It's a 4-player map, less likely to be scouted. And he's hoping to find his opponent. Unfortunately, he's headed off in the wrong direction. Oh, look at this. We got a 2-Rax here from fOrGG. So a very good idea to try to put some early pressure in the 2-Rax against the 12 hatch and here the 11 pool, which is going to lead to late Zerglings. This might be some problems for our friend Jaedong. I wonder if he's going to drop this one quickly. He very well may if he doesn't micro properly, and fOrGG shows some of the macro that we saw him very, very handily display at that last game. So it'll all depend on if he can scout him on time, and it looks like, where's that SCV going? Is it going down? Is it going to the right? It's going down, which is going to be unfortunate for him, because if he had headed off to the right, of course, he would have found his opponent much quicker. But, oh, he is going to take the time to add a second scouting SCV, which will pay off. He will find his enemy just as quickly, it appears, and once he heads south, he'll find he's not there. And just a couple more seconds till he knows where he's going, and those Marines should be on the march. So I wonder if he's going to do some sort of bunker rush. Once he sees that, he's going to have enough Marines to do some real hell of pressure. Of course, the 2-Rax early is going to be a very demanding build on his economy. He's going to need to pick that economy up. Of course, if he wins this early, there is an early command center as well. So if he wins this upcoming skirmish and is able to get his economy online, I think fOrGG is going to be in excellent shape. Meanwhile, Jaedong's still hatching drones. I haven't seen any Zerglings out of him yet. And we'll see if he's going to be doing anything. Meanwhile, those two Marines are staying up at the front. I wonder whether he's working some sort of timing attack, a little like late early game timing attack, because those two barracks were very quick, and he's not heading out with them yet, or is he? He might be heading out with those 3 lings where we see, 3 Marines, I'm sorry, 2 lings around the base to try to take out that scouting SCV, and they'll kind of adroitly take him out, it looks like. Yep, there he goes. So I wonder if he's got any sunks down. He's got a creep colony, a singular creep colony, being turned into a singular sunken colony. As these Marines are getting there, it should be ready in just about time. He's got 4 Marines now, and I wonder if he's going to try to run by the sunken. Nope, it finished just in time. So maybe Jaedong's got some sort of hyper timing we don't know about. Well, he's got a hidden engineering bay up in the corner. So he's going to be going for some upgrades early, maybe a +1 weapons push to try to really do some damage with these extra units. Oh, Zergling got by, so he's going to try to scout in with that Zergling. He will find the command center. Oh, will he? No, he won't. Those Marines intercept him. Not sure if he knows that command center is there quite so early, but he knows that fOrGG will be expanding it sometime soon. If he can get those command center up, though, he's got 3 hatches, but only 2 bases to show for it, and some in a layer here. I remember against, I believe it was Hwasin, that Jaedong put a massive Mutalisk strat into display when the bases were in the exact same locations. So I expect him to do the same, especially by the fact that I haven't seen a Den up anytime soon. So it should be Mutalisk, and I believe he'll stay with heavy Mutalisks. We'll see how that turns out for him. fOrGG is using the Marines for extra cover. That was the purpose of the 2-Rex, it appears, to use the Marines for extra cover to set up that expansion early without going for the factory or anything like that. Of course, don't need a factory to expand against the Zerg, but still, that tech will be coming up later because of the 2-Rex. Comsat station now being added, so he should know momentarily what Jaedong is up to, at least some point at it. The Spire is down there in a difficult position to hit with the Comsat. If he hits the main with the Comsat, he's not going to see the Spire. That scouting SCV is trying to figure out what's going on, but Jaedong's too smart for that. He'll take it out. Comsat almost up. We have medics now on the field to recover these Marines from whatever small damage they might have taken over the course of these early game skirmishes. About maybe 10 lings going around the bottom of the map for Jaedong, hoping possibly to intercept any random SCVs going off. Some Firebats now and 2 more barracks, so we're going to see some heavy Metarine, it looks like, with heavy upgrades. The engineering bay is probably up and upgrading by now. Overlords hatching out of these things. The Spire is almost done, so we should see Mutalisk fairly soon. Oh, he's trying to sneak a Zergling in. Did not manage to see very much. I mean, the base, with everything going up, that's fairly expected at this point. That Spire is up, and let's see these eggs. Are they turning into Mutalisks? They appear to be doing just that. We have eggs up all at the same time. I wonder if he's going to have the full 9. Did he work his larva and his resources perfectly so that he'll get those 9? Remains to be seen. He's going to be having quite a few, though, out of those 3 hatcheries. Now, we have a drone in the bottom right corner, and that appears to be Jaedong's choice for next expansion. I wonder if he's going to do that soon, or possibly try to do something. Okay, so the Zerglings having to run away from this Metarine army as it moves out. fOrGG has now decided to move the middle of the map, maybe force some sunken colonies, but we have, yes, the full 9 Mutalisks coming up, and these turrets are going to be up, but I wonder, yeah, he's got 4 turrets, 4 turrets for fOrGG, thank you. Let's see what kind of micro Jaedong can turn in with these Mutalisks, what kind of damage he can do. He takes out a couple Marines in SCV, very good there, only a little damage on the Mutalisks, nothing at all dangerous. Especially with 9 of them stacked like that, very difficult to do any damage to one particular Mutalisk over time. Coming back in, didn't see whether he got any more units or not, but did go back in there, and it looks from the amount of... He does have a Hydralisk then, though, and he's beginning to segue into Hydralisk, so no mass Mutalisk, it appears. He's going with about a dozen Mutalisks or so, and that's it. But perhaps good Mutalisk micro can really do a number on this group in the center here.